Hello, my fellow Nick season viewers. I'm Prime Minister Austin Elser of the Queendom of Nix. I'm here today to discuss, not really discuss, I'm actually here to officially on record sign the bills physically this time instead of both verbally and virtually to physically sign these bills into law as orthodox and tradition, okay, of executive branches. But of course, y'all don't know my personal life, so I finally managed to get all these situated and done. So now I can actually get the laws in front of me and sign them into law. So, and you're going to see multiple videos of those. So, as of right now, we're going to be doing the first bill is unicameral bill number 2 in year 2021. That is what we're doing. And I want to get the date correct real quick. 1 second. That's what I thought. Okay. So Unicameral Bill 2, 2021. Let's read what it says first. The title is, This Act Regards to Establishing Federal Counties in the Queendom of Nix. So everybody knows what that one is. This will establish the 9 federal counties. Federal County 1 shall begin as the areas of Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, Virginia, and North Carolina. County 2 shall begin as the area of Jefferson County / Louisville Metro with the exceptions of Federal Counties 3, 4, and 5. Federal County 3 shall begin as the area comprising the city of St. Matthews, city of Bellwood, city of Norburn Estates, city of Richlawn, city of Beechwood Village, city of Woodlawn Park, Maryhill Estates, and Druid Hills. Federal County 4 shall begin as the area comprising Louisville neighborhoods, Taylor Berry, South Louisville, Wyandotte, and Jacobs. Federal County 5 shall begin as the area comprising the cities of Linden, Belmead, Norwood, Hurstbourne, and a Louisville neighborhood of Moreland. Federal County 6 shall begin as the area comprising Texas, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana. Federal County number 7 shall begin as the area comprising Indiana and Illinois. Federal County 8 shall begin as the area comprising Missouri and Iowa. Lastly, Federal County 9 shall begin as the area comprising Saskatchewan, Canada, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Part 3. The only time the county's federal county borders shift is when the population migrates from one place inside listed areas to a place outside of the listed areas. Then the unicameral shall have the authority to adjust the federal county borders accordingly. Part 4. The people have the right to build a Nixie community within the federal counties to provide support of any kind to each other and to the nation. We will leave it up to the people to decide where the seat of government of their federal counties should be located as long as it is in their respective counties and as long as the people of said counties have a say in it. The unicameral shall approve the establishment of the seat of government in the federal county. Part 5. The federal county seats shall be the location where meetings between most, if not all, the county population to democratically decide how to support their counties, each other, or the queendom. Part 6. The federal county seats have the option to become centers of donations to the Queendom of Nix independence movement. The federal county seats belong to the people of Nix. They will govern themselves to an extent where it will not affect the Queendom and its movement. That was part 7. Part 8, last part. The federal counties shall and will become null and void once an island democratically selected by the people of Nix is acquired by Nix. So, that is Unicameral Bill 2, year 2021. I have verbally and virtually signed this bill into law. So, on this day, October 7th, 2021, I shall sign this bill into law. I have officially signed this bill into law. Unicameral Bill 2 is now physically law. Alright, now some of you might be wondering, why did I start out with Unicameral Bill number 2? You're about to see that in a second. So, the next bill for this one, here it is, the very first ever legislative bill, Unicameral Bill number 1 of year 2021. And I'll tell you why in a second when I signed this into law verbally and virtually. But first, let's read. Unicameral Bill number 1 of year 2021. The title is an Act of Union. The bill reads, this bill enacts the authority by the unicameral of the Queen of Nix to become part of the Confederation of Nix and Beliga, and to establish a Confederate Constitution. By this bit, Part 2, by this bill, all Nixie citizens shall not be forced to be a citizen of the Confederation nor a citizen of Beliga. All Nixie citizens have the absolute right to become a dual citizen in both nations if they wish to do so. By this bill, the Queen of Nix government shall not be forced to abide by any laws passed by the Confederate Congress unless the unicameral authorizes the adoption of an amendment. Part 4. No form of taxation or forced donations shall be placed upon the people of Nix for the sake of the Confederation nor Beliga. Part 5. Last part. The Queen of Nix will not intervene in any domestic or foreign affairs of any other state in the Confederation. Yes, so that is the very first bill in the entire legislative. I was the one that proposed this bill. And I think I was also the one, yep. I was also the sponsor of both unicameral bills 1 and 2. Because at the time they sounded good to do. And obviously for the second bill we needed provisional government, so we needed provisional land. And that's how it came to be. So, with that said, I have verbally and virtually signed this bill into law, so I will now physically sign this bill into law. Unicameral Bill number 1, year 2021, has been officially signed into law, physically. Alrighty, we're going to move to the final bill of the hour. Unicameral Bill 3. Bill 3. Oh, excuse me, I did not announce the date, did I? I apologize. Well, in that case, Unicameral Bill 1 on this day was signed on November 18th, 2021. About 2 months, yes, about 2 months after it was passed by the unicameral, because it was going through a approval vote by the people. And the people took 2 months to approve the bill, and the bill was approved by the people. So therefore, after approval, I have signed it into law on that date, November 18th, 2021. So there we go. Alright, back to Unicameral Bill 3. Title: This act relates to giving legal rights to citizens of the Queen of Nix. The sponsor was myself. I had proposed this bill. Article 1. Citizens challenge to an amendment or federal law. Part 1, Section 1. Section 1. Challengers must acquire 2/3 of the population's signatures within 120 days. Section 2. Once the required amount of signatures is acquired, a national vote will be scheduled to decide by a simple majority whether to accept or reject the law. Section 3. 5 out of the 9 electoral districts at the time can call a constitutional referendum on federal law. Article 2. Citizens' right to put a constitutional amendment up to a vote. Article 2, Section 1. Citizens can put a national amendment to a national vote if 2/3 sign the proposal or proposed amendment within 18 months. Article 2, Section 2. The unicameral can supplement the proposed amendment with a counterproposal, and then voters must indicate a preference on the ballot in case both proposals are accepted. Article 2, Section 3. All future constitutional amendments must be accepted by a double majority from the national popular vote and a unicameral vote. So that is all for unicameral bill 3. So on this day, once again, after approval from the people on November 18th, 2021, I am now signing this bill into law physically. Unicameral Bill 3 of year 2021 has been officially signed into law physically. And that is it for this hour, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you for participating in viewing the first 3 bills I have physically finally signed into law, as an executive should do, uh, in writing and in paper and all that such. So I will see you in the next hour.